going to dive into a very important topic, into a very important discussion that a lot of people doesn't want to talk about, especially men. They do come up with this problem, but they're always scared or always shameful of discussing it with their healthcare provider because of a stigma attached to it or social and emotional problem attached to it. So they always find it very hard and very difficult to share to people. What are we talking about? Pain during ejaculations. When you ejaculate as a man, it comes out with pain, but you don't want to share with anybody. You don't want to share experiences. How have you battled with this pain? And how has it disturbed you emotionally and psychologically? So now I know this is not just a subject that a lot of people or many of those men out there really want or find comfortable, really want to what to discuss about. But that's exactly why we need to talk about it here in this video. You see, ejaculation. Ejaculation for men is supposed to be a pleasure. You understand? Supposed to be a moment of pleasure for men. But for some, instead, they actually have satisfaction with it. So it brings pain, it brings about pain and a lot of discomfort. And that pain can either be a mild stinging pain or a throbbing pain. You understand? So imagine looking forward to intimacy. Instead of having joy, you get fear or you get discomfort. That really matters, or that would actually put you in a state of discomfort. So today I want us to have a honest discussion, like a honest discussion, a stigmatization free conversation. Like, let us discuss this crucial issue that will affect men. In this video, let us talk one on one. While on this live video, let us discuss about this crucial problem that will affect men. So what are the five major things that we are going to talk about today? Number one is, why is there pain during ejaculation, or why pain during ejaculation happens? Why is there some men they experience this pain, or why does it happen? That is one. Then two, something that you shouldn't be worried about. When does this pain during ejaculation shouldn't be something that you should worry about? That's two. Then three, when is this pain something that you should never ignore? Well, that's how does the pain come that okay, anytime you start feeling this kind of pain, you should never ignore it because it is a warning sign. That is three. Then four, how does it affect men emotionally and socially? How does this painful ejaculation affect men emotionally and also socially in their lifestyle? And last but not the least, which is the most importantly, what to do if you have experienced this, or what to do if this happened to you. If you have a painful ejaculation, what do you do? You understand? Or if you know, if this painful ejaculation happened to someone you love, maybe you as a woman now, your man usually comes up with a painful ejaculation. What can you do for him? So remember, we are a live video where you can share your experience, share everything that you feel it's shareable, so we can discuss. I will tell you more about okay, what to know, what to do, and how to do it, how to solve this problem of painful ejaculation. So remember that it is a live video, so you are free to share, comment, and share your thoughts, your stories about painful ejaculations or pains while having a sexual intercourse as a man. So I'll be listening to it, and also we'll try to get how we can solve some of those problems. You can get it solved. So let's begin by understanding some basic things during sexual intercourse or during ejaculation. So, what really happened during ejaculation? Ejaculation is not just about semen release. It's not just about releasing semen. It's not just about releasing sperm, those whitish fluids. It's not just about releasing them. What really happened in ejaculation is a complex process. Yeah. So a complex process is actually what happened that involves the brain, it involves the nerves, it involves the endocrine, your hormone, it involves all of those things. It involves glands, your prostate gland that is found within your bladder. It also involves them. It involves your prostate gland, it involves your seminal vesicles and your penis. All of these things is what ejaculation consists. So all these things working together, coming together to come up with an ejaculate is what an ejaculation is all about. So ejaculation is not just about you seeing white discharge or white fluid coming out from your penis and you think it's ejaculation. But ejaculation really have impact from your brain, your nerve, your prostate gland, your seminal vesicles, and everything, your cells. It has influences and effects on them. So when everything is working smoothly, normally, you understand, the body releases this semen through your urethra, and the result is pleasure. When you have this semen coming out from your urethra, the tip of your penis, is be having pleasure. You'll be having pleasure with your woman. So, but you see, some of this pleasure that we are talking about, some may actually see it as an inflammation. That's when it becomes a problem. You start having inflammation or infection or obstruction or even psychological stress in the process. The pleasure can now turn into a serious pain. So ordinarily, you're supposed to have the passage of this semen or this sperm through your urethra out of your penile surface, which makes you to ascertain pleasure. But when it is now coming with inflammation, it is now coming with infection, it is now coming with obstruction, you should know that that is a serious problem that really needs a medical attention, because it will place you it will make you to pose into different psychological stress, social stress, emotional stress during that process. So, and that pleasure will now turn into a warning sign, will now turn into pain for you when you're supposed to be having pleasures. So now here is what many men go or get wrong, or this is what many men get wrong. They experience pain once or twice, and either they brush it off, you understand, or they panic immediately. That's for some of them that are aware of themselves. They are the one that panic immediately. But the truth is, not all pain means danger. That's one thing we need to understand. If you're a man and you are actually experiencing some pains while you ejaculate, you are having this sensation. Hmm? Some are not a dangerous pain, as they are temporary. Like some of them can be temporary and be painful due to some reasons that we're still going to explain. You see, other time is a red flag. The key is knowing how you tell the difference. If you know you can tell the difference, okay, when is this pain coming out? That okay, this is the pain of an ejaculation and this is your normal other pains. That is when it is safe. You understand? So now I want to ask you, have you ever had a friend or maybe even you yourself that you feel burning sensation once but then it disappeared? Okay, let me know. If you've had this experience, comment on, on the comment section on the live video. Have you ever feel burning sensation, or have you ever heard somebody saying, they have burning sensation as if something is tingling them in their penis? Hmm? So what is it? So don't worry, Sha. If it is something you experience, type yes, you've experienced it, tell us your experience, and we'll also make sure that we learn more from that also. Understand? So comment your question in the comment section, let us know what you're talking about. Then when do you relax? Or when you should ignore those signs or these pains from your ejaculation? When are you supposed to relax and you should not take immediate attention about it? So let's start with the good news. You see, sometimes pain during ejaculation is not serious. Yeah, exactly. Except maybe some people just feel okay because of their pain threshold or anything. They feel like, okay, this pain during ejaculation is something very, very, very dangerous. Now, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. If you've been very sexually active, you understand? If you've been a very sexually active person as a man, frequent ejaculation in a short period of time, you understand? You're a sexually active man and you also have frequent ejaculation within a short period of time. You see that your muscles and nerves that involves only get little sores. That soreness can cause pain that usually disappear after a short rest. That's if you've been a very sexually active man, you have frequent ejaculation in short period of time. You understand? The muscles and nerves involved, they can get little sore. So this soreness can actually cause you pain. You understand? So that is why you have pain. Then two, on the flip side, if you've gone a very long time without ejaculation, the pressure build up and can make the first release feel uncomfortable. Think of it like shaking a soda bottle. The first burst is intense. Yeah. So that's the difference. So a man that you usually ejaculate every time, frequently you ejaculate most of the time. You know, sometimes you don't have this pain, you have just less pain coming out. You understand? Then if you're not a man that you don't ejaculate once, just once in a while that you ejaculate. So anytime you are going to ejaculate, you see that it will be more intense than you as a man that ejaculates frequently. So even in diet itself, sometimes the kind of diet you take, or you are, when you are dehydrated, or temporary irritation from soap or lubricant, they can cause mild stinging sensations in your urethra, which can indirectly have effects on you having pain during ejaculation. So and yes, let's not forget about stress. When you are stressed or when you're kind of not comfortable, not relieved, not relaxed, believe it or not, psychological tension can and anxiety can actually cause you to have pain during ejaculations. When you are psychological stress, mentally not okay, mentally not balanced, or anything, you can have the feelings of having pains during ejaculations. So in all of these cases, the pain usually goes away. Yeah, the pain usually goes away on its own, just like that. So it is one time thing that it usually comes. So and when it comes and you are able to differentiate it, you should know what pain it is and what pain are you supposed to relax, or what pain are you supposed to take immediate intervention by taking notes or ignoring those pains. Understand? So now let's talk about it. If you've ever actually noticed or how if you have ever noticed how stress or worry affect your body, like stomach upset, headaches, or muscle tension. So I want you to type stress in your comment section. So if you feel any of these things before, type it in the comment section. Let us hear where I feel stress affect your body, like maybe stress affect your stomach. First, I'll give you headache or anything. Because I know many people will say, I have headache. Why? Because I was stressed. Maybe you went out, was stressed. Understand? So then, when are you supposed to be worried about pain during ejaculation? When are you supposed to be worried about? Now, let's move on to the more serious part about pains during ejaculation. Because while sometimes it is harmless, pain during ejaculation can be your body's way of warning you about a medical issue or a medical concern. Here are some of those concerns or some of those red flags that, okay, when you start having in your meal or when you start showing them, you should know that, okay, you are at your own main side. You should understand. So, what are those things? What are those things that really, really concern? Number one is persistent pain. If you're having this pain persistently, not frequently, maybe not once in a while, but every time you're usually coming up with this pain, that is one of the sign. That's a red flag that you should not just take it as if it is a levity something. That is one. Then two, when those pain is now coming up with burning sensation and tingling. So sorry about that. When the pain during ejaculation is coming up with stinging and burning sensation, that is another thing. That's another thing into consideration. Then coming up with bloody semen or having pain, you're having chills, sweating or swelling in your penis. That is a warning sign and a danger sign that you should always make sure you take note of. So if you notice any of these things, make sure you don't ignore them. Make sure you report them immediately to your health care provider, because it can be as a result of any of these diseases. It can be as a result of prostatitis. That's when the prostate gland that are supposed to be producing some ejaculates are also inflamed, cause you a lot of painful ejaculation. You see, men may also feel pelvic pain, frequent urination, and sometimes even feel like symptoms. It can be as a result of this prostatitis. So that is one. Then two, another cause that can actually cause it is sexually transmitted infections like the STIs. Example of it is like chlamydia, when you have gonorrhea as a man, trichomoniasis. All of this can actually cause a burning sensation on you. So if you have an STI infection, or if you have a sexually transmitted infection, make sure you actually get yourself treated. Else this painful ejaculation will continue to battle you. Then epididymitis too. If you also have an epididymitis, inflammation of the epididymis, that's where those sperm cells are being produced. If there are Okay, sorry about that. So if there are inflammations or infections around that side, it can actually reduce this storage of sperm, because the epididymis are the one that have to store the sperms at the back of the testicles. So when it gets inflamed now, it causes testicular pain, swelling, and pain during release. So when you want to release, it's so much painful. So now, aside that, it can also be as a result of urinary tract infection. It can be as a result of UTI, what happened and what is going on. That is what I'm actually after. Do you understand? That's what I'm actually asking. Do you have a urinary tract infection? So no problem.